Underworld Ministry.
Welcome
back. Sorry for the Wednesday, but we promised you. We promised you we'd be back. And it's our season finale of season 1. One season down, guys. One season down.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Love you.
Love you. So, we have a special episode for you tonight. If you watched a couple episodes ago, The Tale of Penhurst, we had our friend Kandise. But now we have Kandise back.
But not for the same reason.
But not for Penhurst.
We're actually talking about her and her team.
Her team is called Keeping It Real Paranormal. Let's bring her up.
Hi, guys.
Kandise, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
No
I
problem.
think this is also the first time we've had a repeat guest.
You are the first repeat guest.
You're ending our season for us.
There we go.
So what do you think of the season so far? I know you've watched a couple episodes.
I like it. I really like what y'all are doing. It makes it fun, stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to watch next season, stuff like that. So excited to see what y'all have in the future.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Speaking,
I don't know
congrats to both of y'all in season 1 in the books. Hi, Kandise. So, speaking of on season 2, September 6th, we're going to take a week off, and we're going to get the season going for you again. Like the second week or the first week of September, we'll have it going again. But you're our special guest this week, and it's all about you, Kandise.
We appreciate
Nice.
You keeping it real. So, for the people that didn't really watch The Tale of Penhurst, we're going to do a little different this time. Can you tell me about yourself and about your team a little bit?
Well, Rick Shurock and his wife, Michelle, they started the group, and they primarily do like Gettysburg up north area. They're really set of really good investigators that are really knowledgeable in the field, really professional, but still like to have fun, stuff like that. It's a really good, great group of people.
Awesome.
I was up there, but then I moved down to Texas, so I've been kind of doing my own thing under there, still rocking their name. So
Right on.
And how's that going for you since you moved from Pennsylvania to Texas?
it's been good. It's interesting. I've gotten into different types of fields of paranormal now, not just investigating, known places and stuff like that or houses. I've gotten into a lot of different things, investigating different ways.
Oh, yeah.
How do you usually get into places? Like, how are you able to, like, be able to enter those places?
Well, some of these places are like come and visit us and ghost hunt for us for like $1,200 a night.
Yeah.
You pretty much pay and they let you roam around. All places have different sets of rules and stuff like that. But as long as you're, respectful of the owner's rules and stuff like that, you don't have any problems.
Right.
Do you usually call them or email them?
Calling, emailing, look at their website. Sometimes they have public events where they sell tickets and anybody can just buy a ticket and go and hunt. And then sometimes they do private events where, like I said, for a certain amount of money, you can pay and just have free range over that location.
That's actually something we were talking about and wondering. And we're like, I'm just like, you know what? We can't just know.
Yeah. So do you for a team, do you guys just split the cost?
Oh, yeah.
The team or?
That's what makes it easier going to these places. If no one really wants to drop $1,200 of their own money, but if you have 6 people, then that's a lot more affordable.
Right. So we have a picture of your team actually at one of my favorite places. So let's pull it up. This is Keeping It Real at the notorious Conjuring House. So can you tell me a little bit about you investigating the Conjuring House?
This was Rick and I's second time being there. We had went last winter, a couple years ago in the wintertime during a blizzard, almost got snowed in.
Oh, wow. I'm okay with being snowed in at the Conjuring house.
Yeah, but the owners definitely were not okay with that. They had another team trying to make it in, so it's like kind of a quick turnaround. You got to get out, pack up, get out of there by I think it's like not even 11 o'clock. I think they want you out by 9.
Wow. So what time limit do they give you to investigate? You said you're out early. What time do you start?
If memory serves it right, it was from 6 to 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow! So you investigate it all day.
You have to sleep there.
Yeah. You have to sleep there and stuff. They're not really keen on people staying there during the day. I think that's when they have their own stuff going on.
Right.
They just opened up tents in the backyard to rent out so you can camp on the property now, or kind of glamp, little yurts.
Yeah.
So it's really cool what they're doing out there.
If you have a big team, you can set up out there.
Yeah, I'm down. So,
of course you are.
We have a picture. This is actually what you were just talking. Is that the beginning of the snow, or?
Yeah, that's when we got there that night. By the next morning, the snow was 8 inches deep.
Oh wow!
Luckily, everybody in our group had a 4-wheel drive,
right,
and we were able to get out of there. But it a drive that should have taken only 4 hours ended up taking 8.
Yeah, just for driving slow for the snow and everything.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is the family room, or?
That's the what is that? That is the family room, one of the family rooms. Because when you go in, it's kind of like a split floor plan. So you kind of got a hallway in the middle, and then you got a kitchen to one side, and the living rooms and stuff, and then you got the stairway that goes down and the stairway that goes up.
Right.
It really is kind of like a maze in there.
Wow. So this is you just hanging out before the investigation in the back, or?
Yeah, we always try to walk around during the daylight, see what you can during the day, especially for me because I have limited vision at night. So
yeah, I got you.
That's me.
So compared to being upstairs, like in the family room or anything, being down in the basement, from what I've heard, the basement in the Conjuring house is stupid haunted.
The basement definitely is one of the most interesting places. That's where we caught some of the best evidence we had from that location on the XLS that Rick owns. We caught a figure coming down. You see that hallway, there's a pipe up there at the end. The XLS caught it coming down, and my daughter was she could feel the cold air, and with the evidence on the visual evidence, you kind of, verifying what she felt.
Right. Now, is your daughter the one that got scratched at the Conjuring, or?
Yes, that's my daughter, Mackenzie. We were upstairs in the bedroom, and we were doing a Phasma box session, or spirit box. Sorry, is my SB7 spirit box.
Right.
And then we had the REM pod in the closet, and she had a necklace on with a symbol on it. And at the same time, the spirit box says, "Don't leave us." The REM pod in the closet goes off, and the pendant on her necklace it doesn't break. It falls off. I mean, she was able just to slide the pendant back onto the rope, so it didn't break. It just somehow fell off, which I really, to this day, I don't understand how metal, you know what I mean? How it just fell off.
Yeah,
especially if it's
these necklaces don't come off.
Yeah.
These have been on my neck for years.
I actually have a new obsidian ring that he let me buy. I got an amethyst.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Aw.
She wears the amethyst and I wear the obsidian.
So imagine that just falling off, not being broken, but just falling off, right?
Yeah.
So that, of course, kind of, I was all like, all right, let's go outside. Let's, let me go outside for a minute. And she had passed in front of my flashlight on my phone, and that's when I saw it. So she didn't complain of it hurting or anything like that. And I was like, Kinsey, stop. And that's when we got a good look at it. I tried to get her to put her hands up there, and she couldn't reach. And we did both arms. That's just the picture of that arm, her trying to reach.
Right.
Because she was holding equipment in her other hand.
Yeah, there's no way you'd be able to scratch that. You would have to
And
rotate your arm.
Yeah.
it was so straight.
I can do it because I'm flexible.
That's perfect, straight 2 lines down the back.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that though.
Kinsey likes to nibble at her fingers too, so like she has no nails. There's no way and if she was gonna, do it to herself, she would have pointed it out.
Right.
She would have been one of those people, oh my gosh, it burns, you know what I mean? But that's not the case. Like, she had no idea.
Or when you pointed it out, she would have said, oh, I scratched myself.
Or I bumped into something, or,
something.
And I've been scratched too, and like, from what you were saying, that she didn't complain about pain at all. Like, I got scratched across the neck during an investigation, and the same thing, my buddy's like, yo, dude, what the heck is that on your neck? And we went back on the footage and everything and watched back. My hands didn't move. It wasn't nowhere near my neck at all. And like, I'm just standing out inside of a courtyard outside. And and I had 2 scratches down my neck, which I always love being touched. I invite spirits to touch me.
She does too. I don't know if she's going to continue to do that or not after that, but I mean, she was braver than I think I would be in that situation. Like, she still slept in that same room that she got scratched in. So
sounds like
you got a
daughter.
Oh yeah, she's been doing this with me since she's been like 9 years old. I took her to her first haunted place.
Awesome.
So she goes investigating with you?
Oh yeah, a lot more now that she's older and stuff like that. So
that's awesome. Now, so do you have like more of a connection to dealing with a mother-daughter type investigation, or you like more of like a mama bear trying to protect her? Or
I do. If I notice she's getting a little nervous, I'll say under my breath, like, no. And they know what I mean. Like, I don't have to get more specific than that. They know.
Right.
I let her do her own thing. She, like I said, she's been scratched and stuff like that. And some people, she's not a good mom putting her kids in that. Because I take my boys with me too. I have 4 kids. 2 of them really enjoy ghost hunting. So it's not that like they're gonna do it regardless. I want them to learn how to do it right.
Right. It's just the younger generation.
Yep, that's what they're into. You grow up watching Zach Baggins, then that's going to teach them to do some dumb stuff along the way.
So we have a couple comments that we skipped. So Harlem said that it's a creepy ass house. So from what I've heard, that the Conjuring movies and the Conjuring house, there's only like 5% real of what actually happened.
I wouldn't even go as far as to say 5%.
Yeah.
The movie, unfortunately, the Warrens, after their first seance in the house, and this is on interview with the family that was in their daughter who had a firsthand experience, like firsthand account, the Warrens were never invited back after that.
Wow.
So after the first initial contact, they were actually upset because it seemed like the Warrens kind of made it worse, but they were asked to leave and not come back. So everything else in that movie, like, I'm sure that like it was bad for them, but it wasn't like Hollywood bad.
Right. Yeah. Right. So we have another comment. Hello from Manchester, England.
Wow.
Oh man, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Welcome
watching.
to Underworld.
Yeah, thank you. I think this is your first time watching, if I recall, from the season. So thank you for watching from England.
We've never seen this name pop up. So welcome and thank you.
So you have another location that's another one that's on top of my list. You seem to go to all the good places.
Right. We're a little jealous.
So explain to people what this beauty is.
That is Ohio State Reformatory. It is where they filmed parts of Shawshank Redemption and is one of the most haunted prisons I've ever been to.
So that's the record. That's the still the record of the tallest and biggest
freestanding prison. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So can you tell us what happened there, or like tell us your most craziest experience there?
Going from they have a church that is within the building and stuff, and you walk through this big hallway to get back to the cell corridors. And going through that hallway, like it was nighttime and a little cool, but like normal weather
Right,
type thing.
right,
At one point, it felt so, I stopped dead because it was so cold. You felt your breath. You could see your breath and stuff like that. It was a very unnatural ice cold, and like it lasted a couple seconds, and then it was just back to normal. But it was something, and it was enough to stop me in my tracks. Like I had never felt a cold like that before.
right.
And that was my first cold spot too. I have heard people, oh, I've had, feel cold spots, cold spots. I've never felt one until that day, and that was.
There you go.
So
Yep.
what you don't have to paint the whole picture, but what were you doing to like conjure that? Or
We had just done the EFSIS experiment in the church.
okay,
So we had gotten a few things there, but unfortunately some other people came in and it was being loud. So we were like, we're just going to go move areas, find another quieter spot,
right,
try to conduct some experiments there. And we were just walking. We weren't even doing like conducting anything at that moment. We were
wow,
just trying to get from point A to point B. And it's like it just ran up on me.
wow,
And there was no rooms on the side or anything like that. It was just a hallway. So like, I don't understand.
right. Now going to prisons like that, are you more nervous for being female in a prison like that, or
Not at all. Actually kind of antagonistic when I go there, just
okay,
because I am a female. I'm about the evidence. I am really much about validation.
yeah,
So using myself as bait or stuff like that, like
right,
that's just what I'm willing to do.
awesome. So we have another one from Virgil. Thanks, guys. You're very kind. I am new spirit, not much here. Nice. Cool, man. Well, thank you for coming.
You're gonna learn a lot here, buddy.
So, you have another story. Kind of goes along with Conjuring House and Ed and Lorraine Warren a little bit.
Just a
So,
little.
this is what I consider one of a couple most haunted dolls in the United States right now. This is
Nope.
well, this one isn't it.
Yeah, that's not it.
I wanted to show you. This is one of the ones that they have in the Conjuring house. Is that for like just a prop or like something that was like from the movie or?
I'm not really sure that, like, I know it's not a prop from the movie, I don't think. But I could be wrong. You'd
Right.
have to ask somebody else on that one. I don't really know why it's there. I just know that it's not the real one.
Right. Yeah. So what people don't realize now that all the Conjuring movies came out, and all the Annabelle movies came out. It's all the creepy doll, all porcelain doll, and that's not the real Annabelle doll. The real Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann doll that the people let the spirit or demon enter the doll because they said it was a child that wanted to enter the doll. And after that, Ed and Lorraine Warren showed up because the doll started possessing the house. And so now that it's in, it does. Ed and Lorraine Warren doesn't own it, obviously, since they've passed. Do you know who owns Annabelle now?
I do believe his daughter has, like, they have the Warren Cult Museum still up. Very few people get to see inside of it.
Right.
I'd hope to one day, but that's on my bucket list.
Well,
So she is kept there.
You get that
Hi,
call.
we're part of your team.
You I will drive anywhere you need me to go into that museum.
You're not that far away if you fly.
Yeah.
So before I show this picture, where was this that you had all of the Annabelle doll and all the other dolls?
That was actually at the Warren what is it? The Warren Paracon that they have up in Connecticut every year.
Okay.
They have a room that they put all their, some of their, not all of their haunted objects, where you could look at them and take pictures of them and stuff like that.
Awesome.
We got the VIP tickets, so the night before the Paracon, we were invited to have like drinks and like finger foods and be in there with the less crowds.
Right.
Kind of like a party with haunted objects.
Party.
Yeah, I sign me up. Where do I?
Oh, it was well worth it. Like if we ever go back to that Pacific con, we are definitely gonna just go to the VIP night beforehand.
Absolutely, I would. Like
Sounds
Annabelle's there. I could see Annabelle in person. Yeah.
And I absolutely got obsessed with that doll. Like I hadn't really thought too much of it, but when you're there in front of it, I just couldn't stop taking pictures. I like kept looking. Like you definitely get kind of obsessed with it. Not like I'm gonna steal the doll and run away obsession, but like can't stop looking at it,
Now,
which panned out for me in the end while I was there. So
did you feel a certain type of energy? Just I don't know how close you were able to get.
I was really close to her. They have a rope in front of her, but you're standing right in front of her. It's weird because it's like the feeling I got around her was like, "Aw, I want to play with her."
Yeah.
That's what she wants you to feel.
One of the most haunted dolls ever. That's how you know you're a true investigator. You're like, oh hell yeah, I want to cuddle Annabelle.
I know. I'm like, I want to touch her. Oh look, her little hand fell. Let me prop that back up for you.
Right. So this is the real Annabelle doll. Oh, just soak this in real quick. Like, it's just that's the craziest thing. Like. So I know that Ghost Adventures did an episode with Annabelle, and I think it's the brother-in-law that transports her and takes care of her now, or
I think that's Judy's husband, I do believe, or maybe it's their daughter. I don't know. The whole family kind of sticks together. That side of the family, like.
Yeah. But I know he was really, really adamant about not touching her.
Yeah. Oh, they don't let people touch. They bless it a few times. Like they keep that blessing fresh. You know what I mean? Like.
But I know, like the case and everything, just not because of the movie, just because I do like doing. I'm a research kind of guy. But they have sacred glass.
Glass from a church.
Yeah. So. The one piece of evidence that you did get off is this just you randomly snapping pictures and you caught something, or?
Yeah, I was doing the shutter where I was doing multiple exposures at once, and the one you just showed was the one I took nanoseconds after this one, or the one you were about to show.
Right. So Fergal said, Chucky scared me.
Me too.
I think everybody got scared by Chucky's when they were little.
Watch it.
Harlem says you don't have any research about the Peggy the doll in Zach Bacon's museum. I do not yet.
That might be an episode.
You never know. You never know. So we have a picture that you took during your shutters. So. Can you explain what this is? It looks like a child's hand.
Mm-hmm. First thing you got to know about this photo during the time, no children are allowed in this expo. No children, no one under 18. I used to try to debunk it. I try to use my friend who's like 5'4",
right,
the smallest person I know. And her hand looked like a normal. There you go, like a total normal hand. Fingers are different. You could tell there's a thumb there. Yeah. The other one, all the fingers are the same length.
Something I also noticed was, if you look at the second one, there's two panels in between the ropes, and then the first one, the hand's in the first panel.
Yeah, that's
See, and they had a security guy on the other side of that stuff, which he was. It was a white hand that he would be waving. He had, so he's automatically not the person, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and he would have been like, dude, back up. Like Michelle got yelled at being close to it during that photo. So.
Yeah, that's
Notice she was kind of further away, is because like if anybody was that close, they would have been like, nah, y'all are too close.
right. Now Robert the Doll is another one.
Yeah, he's one I'm actually looking to try to investigate myself soon. So
they
Robert the Doll is actually close to us in Florida.
yeah,
yeah,
I've heard.
So my mom and dad went on a cruise like what 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
That was over 4 months
and
ago.
she sent me a picture of Robert the Doll.
Oh wow.
They actually like saw him and everything. And like my mom she like watches it and like she supports what we do and everything. But she's not like a believer of paranormal.
She doesn't know the rules.
So like she said that she read the rules and everything. She didn't ask Robert for permission for a picture. She didn't ask anything. She kind of just snapped pictures. And like I was in the middle of working and I like looked down at my phone and I called her instantly. I was like, please tell me you asked permission for that fucking picture. And she's like, no, we already left. I'm like, no, you need to stop doing whatever you're doing right now. And you need to go back and apologize and everything. Nothing ever happened. She's fine now, but I know that's like one of the main rules
That's
of
the number
seeing
one
Robert.
Rule. Don't take a picture without permission.
Right.
He's replying to, have you done research on Peggy the Doll?
Oh, no, not yet. So that just looks like someone's hand from the museum. But as you go back from picture to picture, I can't see what you're talking about, Kansas. It looks like a hand compared to a full-size hand. And like, I don't know if it's just the frames per minute or like every picture that you're doing it in Shutter. So I don't know if it's like making the image more blurry, but you can really tell that that's a child's hand.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, everybody, like with evidence, the one thing you gotta have a thick skin when you do this, because everybody's gonna be, oh, that's not this,
Right.
that's not that. And you know what? To each their own. They're all entitled to their opinion.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like I find that piece really fascinating. I like it because how unique it is. You know, it's definitely not a normal person's hand.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just being in the presence of
Annabelle, yeah.
And getting that picture, I'd have been set. I'd be like, all right, I'm good. I can go home. See ya. So you have another statue. Was this part of the same convention? Or?
It was.
All right. So can you explain this before I pull it up a little bit?
This was a statue found in the woods of Sandy Hook, where the unfortunate mass shooting of that elementary school, Sandy Hook, took place.
Oh yeah.
It's they say it's demonic in nature and it's hundreds of years old, but no one knows where it really came from. The city of Sandy Hook just kind of wanted it out, so boom, Warrens took it in.
Was this part of the Warrens Museum too? Like,
yes.
Well, so this whole room was nothing but the Warrens stuff that they've done off investigations.
Yes.
That's awesome.
They have the fire painting there. The one that, if you look at it, I guess some people like have home fires and stuff like that at their house. Like,
wow. So did they have the picture of Valak, of the nun? Was that there or?
Like no, I do. Where is it? Like, it's over there. See, I do.
Oh, yeah, I have a picture of that we got from the Spookala, the convention we went to here in June, and the whole Conjuring. Well, not all of it. The little girl that played Annabelle during the movies, the lady that plays the nun, and I don't remember her name. The lady that played Valak, and then what was the other? There was another one.
I don't remember.
There was 3 panelists, but it was like the whole panelists of The Conjuring. And I got a picture of the nun, Annabelle, and La Llorona all together.
Oh, nice.
It's all tied up right now. So, and then we have one more picture. So, was this like during 4th of July? You kind of just hanging out, or
We were actually doing camping on the haunted Gettysburg battlefield. They have a campground there.
okay.
So that was just after a day of, going through Gettysburg and stuff like that. We were settling down
Right.
in a
Now,
cabin.
do you guys doing all these investigations and everything? Do you guys feel like you have attachments from doing all this, or do you guys protect yourself pretty well?
We protect ourselves pretty well. That and like I've never had anything follow me home or anything like that I was scared of or anything like that. So I've never had, like, I've taken things from places, like I always take things from certain locations that I've been to as like a memento, and nothing's ever followed me home from them.
Yeah, it's one thing that I try not to do.
Yeah, see?
It's very tempting, especially when you go like urban exploring and you're just going into like an empty building that's been closed for like 20, 30 years.
Which is what we did last night.
Like, you don't know what's attached to these things. Like, we went to an abandoned place in Pennsylvania, and they had one of those old school radios, like the dial one.
Oh, wow.
Just sitting there covered in dust. I was like, oh, I want it so bad. But I don't like taking stuff from, I don't know. I feel like we're already playing with fire.
Yeah.
What we're doing already. Taking stuff that doesn't belong to us that might be connected to something.
I don't even want to risk it.
No.
Well, at the Conjuring House, they sell for $5 well water from the well in the basement. So
that's awesome.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, but like.
No, I don't think you drink it.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. Ugh.
Just memorabilia. I would do it. If we ever go out there.
I think a couple people on our team did.
Yeah. I think if we ever go up there, remind me to bring $5 with me because I want a vial.
Yeah.
So I bought a doll from Amazon and there was no puncture kit. I rang Amazon to complain. Benzo's rang me back and said, "Get a life." All right. So, do you own any haunted objects in your house, or?
Oh, we know.
Well, I have things from haunted locations, like dirt from places, rocks from other places. I can't really say where because I might not have maybe had permission to take, but I'm never taking like someone's personal items. Like, it's always rocks or dirt. I'm big on dirt. I have little vials of jars of. No, I have a jar of dirt. How very Jack Sparrow of me.
So this is at a campsite in Gettysburg, which, if you don't know what Gettysburg is, it was
Go back to history class.
It was, pretty much. It was one of the most bloodiest battlefields in America during the Civil War.
In the South.
And you're like guaranteed to find something at Gettysburg. So your owner of Keep It Real works at Gettysburg, correct?
Yeah, he works at Rick works at the Farnsworth House there as a tour guide.
That's awesome. So I had a dream catcher and a leapfrog microphone thing.
Oh, I hated that dream catcher. Yeah. I had creepy dolls. I had my first original doll when I was a baby was haunted. The thing, it didn't have, I don't remember what kind of doll it was, but my mom can probably tell me later. I was creeped out by it, and whenever we took the batteries out of it, it was still going. And then when my house flooded in my bedroom because a pipe burst under my floor, and it still went off.
Yeah,
but it gave us a reason to throw it away.
I own a haunted doll that I have to keep it in storage because we're not allowed to have it in the house.
We don't like each other.
So
I just think dolls are creepy in general. So
yeah,
they are.
Well, the backstory is it's my best friend's family's doll that's been passed down since the 20s, and it's an old porcelain doll that's got human hair, and
then it's definitely haunted. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sets off the K2 meter. I have a video. I could send it to you after this if you want to hear it.
But I don't want to watch it.
I did it in.
I'm all like, I want to see this doll. Let's see this said doll. Can I hug it? Like, that's my thing.
Actually, I was doing a little investigation, and when we first got it, we were trying to set up a set and like play with the cameras and everything to try to do what we're doing now. And we did a little investigation, and I was holding it like a doll. And I had the spirit box going. I had all the equipment in front of me. And I said, do you want me to put you down? And on the spirit box, it says, sit down.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a really special doll that I was telling her last episode that I kind of want to keep it in storage for a little bit. And like not get any interaction at all. And then once we close our storage, I want to investigate the doll to see if there's any difference from being in storage to us having it.
You mean like anger because you locked her up in storage?
Yeah.
She already blames me. Every time we go there, I feel her beady little eyes on me saying, why are you still here?
Yeah, I keep her in a wooden box. I usually bless the box, and I haven't blessed it since it's been in storage. But so this is one of your sons playing with what, a sparkler or
just a stick on fire? He was poking the fire with it.
Normal boy thing. So
yeah,
can you tell us what's going on in this? We can all see what it is, but were you just like snapping random pictures or?
Yeah, I had an inkling to take a picture of them, which was odd because we were just relaxing. I just took a photo of them standing there with the stick, and that the orb behind I hate to use the word orb because like I told y'all before, I'm not a big orb person, but that's quite obviously something in flight. You can see the trail of it, like that one's paranormal is not of the normal, and I think that's not of the normal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in Gettysburg.
Yeah, and like that's one heck of a shooting star if it's a shooting star. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but I know it's not a normal thing.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, you could see where it was going straight and taking a left, kind of turning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But
was he like moving the stick back and forth, or
no?
Like,
he was looking at the fire and then poking it. You know what I mean? Like he would take, because I told him to stir the fire. So, and that at that point he was just looking at the stick being on fire.
Right.
And then went to put it back in the fire. Like he wasn't whipping it around. I would have yelled at him because we have 4 kids. Like, put your brother's eye out.
Right. So before we get into the videos, I have a really good friend that's trying to sell some shirts. And I wanted to ask, he asked me if he could throw his little promo up here. If you're going to be at the Gilchrist jail, these shirts are available.
What the fuck is up? My name is Jacob Sin. You can get your Tampa Sin shirt today. All you have to do is go to jacobsin.com. That's right, jacobsin.com. We have them in large, extra large, and double extra large. jacobsin.com. Get yours today.
That's for you, Jacob.
That music and that merch.
That is my buddy Jacob. He is a local artist here that used to sing for Psycho Tribe, which is a local band here in Tampa that I've toured with, and I played, like I didn't play, but I was their stagehand for like almost 12 years.
Nice.
So
Awesome person. He
He's
is actually going to be at the Gilchrist for Unity with us. And we have a flyer for that for anyone who hasn't seen that.
So the last time we played this, we intrigued Kansas a little bit.
So maybe we can just subliminally message her.
I'm just gonna keep playing this for Candace, and then
Until
just
she shows
get
up.
more and more intrigued. So this is the Gilchrist County Jail. This is the 3rd annual Para-Unity Ghoul Fest.
Cool fist.
Here's the flyer. So,
Are you?
Still looks awesome.
isn't that far? Just saying.
We're gonna have a
Just
whole
saying.
3-day weekend there.
Our last guest actually said that she might come down from Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
So we might get a couple people. Hopefully we see you there. Underworld Ministry will have a table at the convention this year.
We're gonna have a lot going on at our table.
So we're busy getting stuff. We're busy making stuff for you guys.
Got a whole bucket full of goodies coming.
A bucket full of goodies. Everybody likes a bucket full of goodies. We have sweets
Treats.
baked by Jess LLC.
Who's gonna be there at the convention
So-
with Jacob?
And then we have me and Benzo got
Bezos
into
got
an
into
argument.
I said it was rubbish quality for a blow-up doll.
He said, "What did you get? What you goddamn pay for?" I mean, Wish is a hell of a thing.
Yes.
Never order from Wish because you will not get what you thought you were getting, and it's going to take like 4 months to get to you. So, the last time we were talking to you, you said that you have your favorite piece of equipment, which was your FLIR. Your thermal.
I want one. I'm so jealous.
So does that like connect to your phone or is that like Bluetooth or?
No, it connects to either my phone or my tablet. If I want a bigger screen, I use my tablet. If I'm like on the go, backpacking it, then I just use my phone.
Wow, yeah. And you said you don't leave the house without it.
I don't. I love my FLIR.
If anyone wants to get me one, my birthday's coming up.
Next month.
Yeah.
So we'll do season 2
For my birthday.
and her birthday.
Nice.
I got a lot going on for my birthday, actually.
So, where is it? We'll put that up. So the 3rd annual Gilchrist Ghoul Para-Unity Convention. It's in Trenton, Florida on October 28th.
2023.
So we're going to, like I said, we're going to have a table there. I think Candace is dying.
Are you alright?
I'm getting some water now.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. While she's taking a sip, I just want to remind everybody, if you're watching on YouTube after this and re-watching it, thank you for watching our show. Give it a like, subscribe. We're working on building our YouTube up. We're almost at 86 subscribers.
No, we're at 87 subscribers.
We're at 87
So
subscribers.
we're trying to get to 100. We need.
So we greatly appreciate you watching.
We have a couple more things. We have a couple more things to look at.
And if you want to know any of our information, look up the QR code right here.
Go take a picture.
In the little corner there.
Take
Take a scan of it. It goes to all of our information.
I think it's over that way. There we
Oh.
go. Well, like
The little corner just.
that reversed image thing is really messing me.
It is.
For me, it's that way for us.
Yeah, that way.
We're on your YouTube and Facebook. Awesome. Thank you, Harlem. I appreciate it. So we have a couple videos to play for you with your Fleur. The first one, I'm not exactly sure which one it is. It's not the car one, it's the other one.
Okay, that's the one that it doesn't have anything actual visual in it, but it's the one with the EVP in it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's a little long, so enjoy.
Yeah, I'm feeling here, but I'm thinking it's freeze on me. But that's what I'm wondering.
Is it hard if it's cold out? Is it hard to? No, I mean it still pulls.
Do you see?
Yep, their body. Yeah, okay. So what if there was like a really cold spot around them? What color? Was it blue
It
or?
would be blue. This is the darkest,
Okay.
and that's the lightest on the color spectrum.
Yeah, so the black is the coldest it is, how it goes off to
Oh,
the side,
okay.
and
The
then
really
how
dark purple.
the orange.
What's that? What is that?
Yeah, it's up.
Is there anything?
Is there anything extra cold around either of them?
Yeah, right there.
What's that?
I don't know. But that's pitch black.
Is that a gap in the trees?
I was
maybe?
gonna say, could that be something?
Look it up more.
Oh, yeah,
those
there's-
are gaps.
okay.
Yeah. No, we don't see anything.
Is that his name is Patrick?
Patrick.
Patrick, can you move like
yeah. To the left.
to the left?
About as far as I can go.
That's good.
That's
just the tree. Right?
Yeah, it's just the residual heat from the tree itself.
Ooh.
It looks like there's someone in the tree right now. But it's
It's
just
hard
the
to tell.
gap in.
Yeah, like the skies.
Look all the way up in the tree.
Snap a twig or make something pop.
That is a big tree.
I know. That's creepy though. That tree was. That happened on that
Yeah.
tree.
Oh, that's. I don't want to touch it.
I know.
Oh.
It is creepy. What?
That scream reminded me of that movie with that pregnant lady. Remember they kept filming
Yep.
her?
Yeah, that was creepy. Your son would have got scared if you heard that.
Oh man, I'm glad I
Would've
took.
dipped.
Right when you guys left. That's when it happened.
It was
Maybe
like it
you
was
scared
waiting.
it.
It was waiting for Russell
Yeah.
to leave before it.
Yeah.
It was like I'm not gonna scare a baby.
Yeah.
Cause were her kids really young? They're like,
Mhm.
like Russell's age. He's only in the 6th grade, right?
Yeah. I need to find a safe way to put this out. Can you hold my camera, Kenzie?
No,
Oh, I
don't
thought-
start.
Yeah, don't store a forest fire.
Well, if we smell sulfur, we know it's on.
There you go.
Why would you put it out in the dead leaves?
Now,
Watch out.
I would recommend that they don't go.
I said,
Since he was scared.
Yeah,
What
we-
did you attend to?
no, I said watch
Oh.
out because I was gonna spit on the cigarette so it wouldn't catch anything on fire as she put her hand underneath my mouth.
That was so
If they're scared, I would recommend they don't go in the woods because
Yeah.
that's really scary.
Yeah, that Jared's just here for chauffeuring, right?
Yeah.
So my question is with this video, so was that you kind of just hanging out playing with the thermal or?
Yeah, that was we had just gotten to the witness tree that's in Gettysburg, which I've had phenomenal evidence, like the evidence that come out of there. And I was just recording it basically so I could see myself because it's in the middle of the woods at night and I can't see very well. So sometimes I'll use it just to be able to see where I'm going.
Right.
And the voice, the woo, that wasn't any of us.
Wow.
Like, and we've caught that same voice a number of times in that same location. Like, they called me, they FaceTimed me from that location, and right away, hey, how you doing? Woo! In the background, like, So whatever that is definitely is trying to be known, and it's like the weird. It's not a scream. It doesn't sound like it's in distress. It's a person,
Right.
and we
Now,
don't hear it in real time.
What's the story about this tree? Like, you guys said you didn't want to touch the tree.
That is a witness tree in Gettysburg, a little away in the woods, down from Sachs Bridge.
Okay.
The story goes that there was back in the day, like 1800s, there was an interracial couple that lived out in those woods. The people from Gettysburg found out about it, and tortured and,
Lynch.
did bad things to the family there.
Wow.
I don't know what the red flag birds on YouTube are, so I'm trying not to say like
Yeah.
red flag birds.
So, unfortunately, bad things happened at this tree.
Yes.
Let's put it this way.
Yes.
So-
To the whole family, their children and themselves, all there.
Wow, that's heartbreaking.
And the legend is it's a cursed tree. Like, that's people who touch it have bad things happen to them and stuff like that. I wasn't taking that gamble. Like, I eventually did, because now I have a branch from that tree. It fell on the ground on its own. I didn't like pick it off the tree.
Right. No, I don't blame you. I would have picked it up too.
I was like, ooh.
So, the last time we were talking, actually, we got a comment before I ask you all this. It might be a walker or spirit using a mimic. Could be, yeah.
It could be.
So, the last time we were talking to you, you said you guys do a lot of that. Since moving to Texas, you guys work with the local sheriff department?
Yeah, I've been contracted a few times with a couple of the police departments here to go with a psychic medium who does his thing, and I corroborate it with my equipment, like my SB7 box and my FLIR and stuff like that. And I just try to catch what I can. Like, I'm not there to do any abilities or anything, so that's not my domain. I'm just there to do evidence
Just as an
stuff.
investigator.
Yep.
Right.
And this time I just happened to catch. Do you want me to do the backstory for the video?
Yeah.
All right. We were at the police impound yard where they take all the vehicles and stuff like that that's been involved in crimes and stuff like that. There were 2 vehicles that were part of the crime we were working on. And the vehicle that I filmed was actually the vehicle the young man died in, had been murdered in.
Wow.
So he made himself known, I think. Like, to me, it's quite obviously somebody sitting in that car until I walk up to it, and then there's nothing there.
Right.
And I panned to the other cars to show that there's nothing like that in the other cars. It was just that particular car.
Now, was this you kind of just, like you said, just trying to get evidence while the other people were like, so this was an open case still, correct?
It was. We did actually end up, during our investigation, we were on the side of the road, and my SB7 box went off. I'm here. Find me.
Wow.
And it so happens they found that young man at that location.
Wow.
So that was a cold case that actually got solved.
Right.
That I worked on.
I don't know about you, Virgil, but we don't block anybody on this show. Everybody is welcome. So it might be connection wise, but we see all your comments.
Yeah.
So let's play this video, and then we have one more, and then you know the deal, guys. We have a question of the week, like always. So let's play this video.
On the video release was basically because I was trying to figure out if there was something drug related, or like they went to go get something, and whether or not it just went bad, where he did it, and I'm just feeling like it's showing he did it. So I don't think it's like him going to buy something. He was the one. And I think the vehicle, I don't know if this was the condition of the vehicle that you brought in.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
it-
Because it looks like he obviously hit something with it.
So we know how it was damaged.
Okay.
And it's, from our understanding, aside from possible panic on the side of the suspect, the collision is not necessarily involved with the incident
The
itself.
incident itself.
Yeah, I think he was
Probably.
panicking in terms of leaving the spot, and he wrecked into a utility pole and fled.
Wow.
That's cool.
I've been saving that for this moment. I didn't want to watch it until everybody else was watching it. So yeah, you definitely see a full torso and a head in the window.
And then when I walk up to it, you can almost see it like it's laying backwards or trying to get out of the camera shot. I have like this thing in my head where I think ghosts don't, like, their rule is not to be caught on camera.
Yeah,
Like,
right. That's pretty crazy. Now, did you guys do any further investigation on the car after you got that, or?
no, after that they they took us around to different locations where, like, they took us where the suspect was caught, like, spraying out the car at a car wash,
Right.
and where he dumped some stuff in a dumpster, just different locations. And then they stopped by this asphalt company that owned a bunch of land, and they were saying that they thought that the body might be around here, but they're not sure. And plain as day on my SB7, I'm here. Find me.
Wow.
A month later, they got a warrant for that property and found him.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So, do you guys do anything else? Have you done anything else? Like, I don't know if you're allowed to say
about
anything
it.
else, but do you do that with the sheriff a lot?
I've done it twice so far. It's basically whenever they hit a hard spot, and unfortunately, I can't disclose what police departments. They've asked me not to.
That's fine.
But they're like townships within the San Antonio area kind of thing.
Got you. So we have one more video for you. So this is an EF meter?
Yes. Or no,
Yeah.
this is the millimeter.
Millimeter. Okay. So where was this? What location was this in?
That is actually at my Rick's house. Rick, the
Okay.
foundation founder, whatever you call it.
Right. Right. So is this just you guys hanging out, or were you investigating?
It was in his
yourself?
room, and I noticed that I was making sure all my batteries, everything was charged, stuff like that. His house is known to be haunted as well. He's caught some really good evidence out of his own house.
Awesome.
And they don't really have a big power supply in the guest room.
Right.
So the fact that that meter even went up, and it's a good, visual to show people how those things work. Because
Right.
normally that thing stays at a 0 or a 0.1.
One
Like,
or
it doesn't go
two.
beyond that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's watch this, and we'll talk about it after.
Thank you. Can you go down to 0? Move a little way for me. Very good. Can you come closer? Very good. You can come as close as you'd like. I'm here for you. It's okay. Like I said, my name is Kandise. I'm here to help you. I'll try. Good job. And there's nothing around. No electronics. The TV's way over there. We've had paranormal activity going on in this apartment. That's what the baseline reading usually is. But they seem to want to come near me today. I'm very proud of you. You're doing very good.
I like the snoring next to you.
I actually forgot that is not Rick's house. I have a millimeter one from Rick's house, but that is from my house after an investigation. You
Wow.
asked me earlier if things sometimes follow me home. I guess sometimes they do, but never. It's never a malevolent, oh my god, I'm scared feeling.
Right.
So I'm never worried about it.
Got ya.
They're
So
chill
what-
with me, I'm chill with them. It's
Right. Is this the EMF meter?
yeah, sorry, that is the EMF meter. See, I thought it was I thought it was a different video. Rick's house.
All good. So, do you guys, like, when you stay up in Pennsylvania, do you guys do an investigation? Do you kind of stay with Rick after?
I do. Yeah, I'm really close. They're like some of my best friends.
Awesome.
If not my best friends, I can say it. They're my best friends.
Right. Right. Awesome. So, we have the question of the week. And like always, we're going to play the video for you a couple times.
You guys
We're going
can
to
answer in
have,
the comments.
yes, we're going to have Candace answer the question on hers. And we want to know in the comments, which one would you rather do? Here you go, guys.
Kind of funny. Someone said Peggy earlier.
They
because of
did.
it. Yeah.
Here you go. So,
Annabelle.
which doll would you rather deal with?
Annabelle.
Annabelle or Peggy?
Annabelle.
Annabelle. I love Annabelle. I can't help it. Like that doll and me are like this.
Yeah. So in the comments, we want to know what everybody thinks. Would you rather deal with Annabelle or Peggy the doll? Let us know in the comments below.
We might have an interview with someone with Peggy. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get an interview about Peggy the doll.
Try.
Try.
That means Zach Bagans, if you're watching this, let us know. All right, we have a couple things
One
going.
can dream.
Hopefully. So we go Annabelle all the way. We've experienced stuff with Peggy, and nope.
I don't even like looking at Peggy.
Can I answer that I want to deal with them both at the same time? Am I that crazy?
No, you
or
get to pick one.
That's a good idea. I didn't. See. I wish where was both options? That should have been answer C. Both.
Yeah. So when I don't know if you watch Ghost Adventures or anything, but during COVID, when everything was under quarantine, they did a 4-part investigation at the haunted hotel or the haunted museum.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Bagans put Peggy and like 4 other dolls together, all in the same room, like out of their cases. It was a pretty crazy experience.
Nope.
So, anybody else? Oh, we have Amber. Miss Peggy the doll.
Yes.
Annabelle, nope.
Bye.
All right, so we got one, and so we have
50-50.
50-50.
One
I'll
present
take
for
it.
Peggy.
Is anybody going to break the tie? Anybody? Come on. Let's get one more.
One more.
Virgil, what do you think?
Peggy
Anybody else
or
that's
Annabelle?
watching? Give us one more. We need one more.
I pick Annabelle.
All right.
She picked Annabelle. Annabelle's the winner.
What did it say? I complained about sense of attitude, Elon Musk.
Okay.
All right. So, we got a 50-50 on the question this week. We got to get a better questions next season.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
Better questions.
Before we go, do you have anything that you would like to say about your team or anything coming up? Or
No, just if you're in the Gettysburg area, check out the Farnsworth House, ask for Rick. If you're up that way, you want to swing by Penhurst, ask for Rachel Moser. She's a great tour guide there. So I always like to promote my peeps up there doing what they can.
Absolutely. So speaking of Penhurst, the last time that we talked to you, we did a couple episodes called The Tale of Penhurst. Check that out. If you've not watched it, it's on our YouTube. But I think we're done. Are we done?
Is the end.
Are we done?
That's a wrap.
This is the end of season 1.
Woo! Great job.
Thank you to everyone who's stuck with us. Everyone who's joined us are in our little interviews to get Underworld Ministry
Yeah.
off its feet.
And I want to thank you, Kandise, and all of our guests that were here for season 1. We greatly appreciate you guys coming to talk to us.
We're excited for the guests coming for season 2.
Yeah, I'm going to be paying attention. Can't wait to see what it is.
Believe me, September 6th.
We're taking a week break because we need it. We deserve it. We've earned
Yeah.
it.
September
September
6th, season 2. Same time, same place. We have a new intro.
Oh, yeah. He worked really hard on that, and I'm proud of him.
We have new guests. We have other experiences.
We have a lot coming.
Hold
Season
on.
2 is going to be exciting.
All right. Proud of y'all. Season 2. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Virgil said, "You're welcome." Thank you guys. Great. This was a great creepy first season. Absolutely.
Thanks to everyone for joining us.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone watching this in the future.
I want to thank you, Kandise, for coming to speak with us tonight. I greatly appreciate it.
No problem. It was an honor. Thank y'all for having
We'll see
me.
you in season 2 because we're definitely having you come back.
I'll be back anytime. Just let me know.
Hopefully, we'll see you in person at the convention.
I know. I'm trying to get my schedule cleared up. I want to go. So
October 28th.
So,
Yep.
like I said, if you guys want to come and meet Underworld and meet us in person,
Meet Jacobson.
October 28th in Trenton, Florida, at the old Gilchrist County Jail.
We're going to be there all day.
All right, Kandise. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you for coming.
likewise. Good night, guys.
Thank
Stay
you.
spooky.
What do you guys think?
I'm so proud of us.
That was the end of season 1.
We did it.
Season 1.
And we're going to
And I
continue
promise
doing it.
you, season 2.
We look forward to seeing you guys in season 2.
And remember, guys, always stay creepy.